Good morning, fam. Glad to see you are blessed with another day. If this is the first time you're seeing me, head back to the intro. Figure out why we're even here. Figure out if you even want to be here. If you do, start at part one, do the work, and meet us back here when you've caught up. Today we're going to talk about faith. I think some people are confused about faith, and trust me, I was too at one point. I'm not anymore. Most people feel faith is believing in a God, going to church, spreading God's word. This they feel is faith. And not that they're totally wrong. I mean, there's just a little bit more to it. Faith is an inner knowing that there is a higher power. There is a God. And you do have to answer for the things that you do throughout your life to others, but we've been discussing that. Faith means that there's nothing tangible that you can put in your hand or anything you can measure or anything that you can see. Faith is something that isn't seen at all. Faith is an inner knowing. The most important time to have faith is when things aren't going well, when things aren't lining up, when your life is a disaster. It's easy to have faith when things are going right, because of course things are going right. It must be at God's hand. But what about when things are falling apart around you? What faith do you have then? When your life is falling apart, or things are being taken away from you, or doors are being closed, or you're being told no, that's when faith comes in. If you can't be in your deepest, darkest place and have faith that God or source, or however you want to refer, whatever you say, but you have to have faith that what is happening is for a reason. What is happening is for your greater good. But of course, you can't see and you can't hear things that God can. If doors are being closed, it's for your protection. If things are being taken away from us, it's for a reason. If when at your lowest point, you can't know these things, or you don't know these things, or you feel that there's no God, or you're walking alone, you don't have faith. Faith is trusting God. Faith is an inner knowing that things are going to work out and they're going to be okay. You can have faith when things are going good. But faith truly shows your heart when things aren't going the way you want them to go. When things are being taken away from you. When doors are being shut. That is true faith. Just the knowing that you're going to be okay, that things are going to work out, that you are loved, and you're never alone. So everybody that's running around like, I go to church, I spread God's word, I believe there's a God, they're not wrong. But if when things are at their worst, you just blame God for not being there for you, that's not faith. You don't have faith. It's okay. That's why we're here. That's why I'm helping you find faith. By the way, you're welcome. So as I've told you, things are going to start getting worse. They're not going to start getting better. This is the most important time in your life to find your faith. I don't live my life off of what other people tell me. I don't live my life off of what I've been taught growing up on how we need to think, because actually it wasn't correct. Everything that we've been taught this far hasn't been accurate, and I found my faith by questioning it. And especially during this awakening of mine, where nobody else around me is awake and they're stuck in those thoughts that we just absolutely think is correct because we've been told our whole lives that this is the correct way of thinking. that is when I have found, that's actually when I found my faith. I had to know and believe and trust something with my whole heart when everybody around me, like my loved ones, was telling me that wasn't accurate, or they didn't believe that. I could have easily just been like, oh, well, I was told that this wasn't true, or nobody else around me believes it, or everybody else around me is going to think I'm crazy. I don't care. I don't care. I found my faith because I didn't care, because I knew inside what I should believe, and I was going to follow God no matter what anybody else around me thought. Faith, it's having peace during the storm. So today, you're going to start working on changing your perspective to find peace, finding your faith during the storm. As always, be kind, choose love, choose the light. Love you guys.